behind. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet, not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up. Oh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here live on Pizza Racing TV. We are showcasing today Myrtle Beach Speedway with the late model stock cars of the Pit Stall Monday Night Series. Should be an interesting one as we get ready for the show. Hello again, welcome back as we get ready for the action here. We're going to take a look at our starting lineup here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. As our starting lineup gets the 84, Matthew Hoffer at the outside, and the 5, the throttle, Chantel Bottle. Row number 2 and the 08 is Ryan Keniston, the outside, and the 76 is Mike Rideout. Row 3 and the number 4 is Joker Joe Nunham on the outside, and the 8 is Steve Rada. Row number 4 and the 61, Chris Husser the outside, and the 95 is Robert Warren. Row number 5 and the 90 is Dennis Warren the outside, and the 14 it is Christian the Crusaders driver. And finally, in final row, it's Michael Pratt, the 88. We will be back as well live with part 2 of the race last night for the Pit Stall Racing Series here after following this coverage. So stay tuned for that as we will be with you guys here shortly. For now, though, we're going to lead her down to the Pit Stall Monday Night Series here as they are ready now to showcase their talents and their speeds up to the bar. Off a turn number 4 to the lineup. Here they come. Myrtle Beach on their feet, ready for some more racing here on the old virtual track. Their way down across from the first sectors here. Mike Rideout and Keniston having an early little jump as Hoffer takes the early lead there from the throttle. Chantel Bottle fielding their way down around. Steve Rada and Joker Joe Nuttleman looking on as they see the speed start to increase and starting to see the drives really get a little bit harder to handle. A couple names to watch out for in this one, Keniston especially, and even that 95 Robert Warren. They're going to be very tricky to kind of handle on here because they're going to have a lot more speed and a little bit more endurance. Their strategies always need to be putting up for a good little showcase and definitely put up for the toughest racing here. With a late model stock car though here on this track, it really, in my opinion, is a matter of precision and control. How well do you master the momentum? How well do you handle yourself if things get too close to hitting the fan? Auburn may have the early lead right now, but again, it's definitely early because he knows everybody is looking on at their positioning, at their overall tail whip of the speed. Trying to just find the most momentum and the most drive lines they can to keep everything under control. It was lap 75, the distance they're looking for. That could mean success for some and then failure for others. Onboard cameras for some of the other drivers here right now currently. Nothing really changing in terms of leaderboard position. But mainly just who can handle the run and keep themselves under control. And just watch every corner as they go. Zero 08 to Ryan Caniston, the driver early this season, told me earlier today that he's really just wanting to hope and find some kind of leverage or luck here in these races. He feels like he kind of owed a little bit of remorse, a little bit of some semblance of something, considering he hasn't been able to get on top of the runs or win the wins here. Mike Rideout even beat him out there at Las Vegas Bullring there. Another tough one for them because that one really kind of hinders on how well can you handle the controls and how well would you handle the steering there. One thing I will definitely say though is if we could get a chance to see the late model stocks at the new Slinger Super Speedway next season, I think we may be in for a show there. Interesting and pretty cool to watch that go down on the track, but hey, wishful thinking here, guys. Always just thinking about what could be done next. Mike Rideout right now making a little bit of a comeback here, looking to maybe take down the number 08 there, Keniston. This is kind of the usual strategy for Rideout. He's real slow, a little bit patient, methodical. And just when you think you kind of got him on the downslope and on the turns, he just comes out swinging and gets you right where he wants you. Field starting to stack up a little bit back behind as Rada gets ahead there of the mess going on between Nudelman and Warrens and Schreiber. Warrens trying to clear down the gap, trying to build up pace. Nudelman trying to stay relatively clean as a whistle here. He's had his fair share of bad moments on the show here. We can't quite really tell you what exactly happened to him. All we can say is that being lap traffic isn't exactly anybody's friend if Nudelman is there. Rada now having a little bit of company. Looks like he's trying to drive a little bit harder up on the outside. And now that's kind of forced him into a bad spot. Warren's now big opening and driving it right in between the inside. He's making a huge comeback here. Just kind of firing out of nowhere and making every bit of use of what he could. think that's the most impressive thing about it is the fact that he's been really hitting down the corners and kind of hitting every spot up just the way he needs to. That in turn has caused him to have a little bit less speed, power, and endurance, putting him in this trap situation, if you will. Rada now going head-to-head there with the Crusader. That's Shriver and Rada go head-to-head. They're going for turn number 3 and a 4. You can see the rear wheels kicking out on the 14, trying to get a pass there on the 8, but at the same time trying not to rip up onto the top of him. That's how tight this race gets here. Just try to hold that line. Oh, down a little bit, and Robin is racing. Fenders put together, sides skirted up. A great little tussle here going on between these two, but meanwhile in the background, somebody's been kind of being very patient there. The old Warrens camp, Dennis Warrens, been around longer than Robert has. Dennis knows he can take on the best still, and he can race it with the best if he can just get the leverage of the control. And he goes head to head now with Steve Rada. He's looking to try to build up a little bit more and get the Kool-Aid Man machine ahead of the old AFL. Rada up a little too high on the wall protection there. Found himself kind of trapped and did not get out of it in time. No, horrible break there, unfortunately, ensuing. Meanwhile, go back up the front. There was a pass there between Bottle and Hoffer. They're on lap number 26. We'll go back to the Pizza Race TV instant replay. Take a look at that here. Give you guys a little showcase here. Coming up on lap number 26 here. This is what happened. Bottle finding a groove there, coming off from 1 and 2. Hoffer drove way too high up and gave the opportunity needed. And there it is, right from the wall protection. Hoffer couldn't quite get out of it in time. Opening the door up for that one right there. We're back now live onto the shot of chair. It's currently moving up ahead of the chains. Mike right out. Kediston going that. We're almost halfway through this race here, ladies and gentlemen, and now it seems as though the momentum is shifting. Some new cats, some new blood are kind of going at it here as Robert Warrens continues to squeak his way right in between Instant and right out. Oh, good Lord there. They both look like they were going for a bit of a ride there. Instant fighting for everything he's got. Gets a little bit loose here, and that's all it takes to make your race entirely out of the ordinary. Because that car, the way this thing works, it basically is designed to just kind of give you a little bit of a headache when you can't maintain the distance and maintain the control of it. It's a long distance car, and it's a tough car also on a short run because it can spin out on you if you try to overpower it. But the setup definitely works its way into just overall speed, consistency, and endurance. I don't think honestly it would be a really good short race run car, but I think Dale Jr. kind of set it up for that reason. Make it for these more longer formatted races. Instant, man, he just will not give up that line. Right out doing everything he can to try to get a runoff on it, but just no luck. Kinston just will not go down. We gotta understand a factor in here too, real quick, guys, is that now we are currently in the process of being closer to the end of the race side and the end of the speeds of the pit road stops. Guys like Matthew Hoffer right now could definitely use it, considering they lost out on a lot of pace and a lot of angles here. Throttle shuts out. Bottle still leading the field down. No remorse on her side of the cable. It doesn't seem to really mind or care too much at all. Back stacked right behind him there. Michael Pratt currently trying to stay out of the way. Kind of missing his little PTM Racing TV scheme there. I know we're a little biased here, but come on. He had a pretty cool little truck there back last night before we kind of lost our coverage. Whoa, big fist stop here. Bottle going in. Hoffer, Nudelman, and Dennis Warrens. They were in as well. Warrens taking his tires. Dennis and Hoffer also coming out of the fresh set. Meanwhile, Ryan Kinston and Mike Reno take the race lead away as Steve Rada now tries to endure his way into the field. And now Rada into pit road. Kinston joins him. Right out looking for another long run road. It seems to just kind of be in his MO at this point. Make it snappy, make it long, make it hard, make it tough, and just drive it up from point A to point B. Meanwhile, back of as the two go head to head, right out trying to get as far away from these two drivers, Pottle and Warrens, now in a dead set fight. And if right out goes to pit road, this will be a battle for the lead. This is the battle for second right now. Robert Warrens right now and Chantal Bottle getting a little bit more excited too, because Rideout just did go into pit road. So now the lead changes back in the Bottles camp. Warrens right now looking for an overall exemption here, trying to find a little bit of a way to pass up the Burks and pass up the drive. Warrens right now currently trying to survey the situation, trying to look for an opening. Looks like he might be backing off just a little bit to try to give the car some breathing room and some airflow to kind of decrease that dirty air. That is hammering on him so badly right now. His brother Dennis right now, the Kool-Aid Man machine. Looking like he could have something still to kind of take up with if he could get it to Keniston and Hoffer, as Keniston still struggles with the old Glitch Trapper Gremlins attacking him on the spot. And you can see that distance right now between him and Hoffer starting to decrease a little bit. Definitely a good sign there, and certainly something he needs to see as well. That'll help him kind of get some shreds, get some action to really kind of pace back up into the field. And with the championship season quickly winding down, it makes it that much harder to kind of figure it out here. Well, that long run strategy that Mike Rideout was really trying earlier, I don't know if that necessarily worked out in his favor like he was hoping for. I think he may have honestly kind of bitten off more than he could chew, and that may have cost him there for that long haul. And I don't think he's too happy about that either, knowing that situation. Throttle Chantel Bottle with only 17 laps left on her end here, just trying to get another win in here in the late model stock cars. Last season came up one position short of the championship, falling to the Crusader. Told us earlier today, championship really don't matter to her. It's just a matter of having fun and going out there and doing what she loves. But she said she would not mind just taking another little battle there to old Robert Warnes if she can. Her and Robert Warren's friendly little banter and rivalry there between those two. Field right now looking on with only 10 laps left to go. Pottle looks like maybe she is starting to see what she wants to see, which is Robert Warren's not able to catch her. Hard to believe here, but yeah, we've talked about it constantly. Just the overall endurance and the pacing that a driver like Robert Warren's and the Throttle Chantel Bottle can bring to the table. They both have They're even playing fields, and they both have their even styles of racing. Yeah, it looks like right now this could more than likely go up to the Pottles domain right now. Steve Rada, Ken Stan Hopper, all of them just trying to stay somewhat in this race here, but really it's all been the throttle show. And everyone else has just kind of been playing in her game. Chris Schuster and Christian Schreiber were major problems down there, unfortunately. Can't seem to get the cars back up where they wanted to be, and it looks like they're not going to be able to get up into the race at the end. This one, 5 laps to go. Time is running out. And that is really the biggest problem right now. As I know I'm getting out of the way. Probably Pottle's already thanking him for that one, considering the past history between those two on that. Been an interesting dilemma here to pop up with, and Pottle just trying to finish up strong here with 2 laps to go. Could she finally get another one off on Warrens? Dennis and her usually have been the ones that go head to head with each other. But the tide seems to have changed here as the white flag comes out this time on by. Chantel Pottle looking for a win. And we're looking to go one step closer to a championship wins. Warrens gave it everything he had, but on the final 2 corners, it looks like Six Sigma Sim Racing's 5. A Chantel Pottle is coming back to victory lane. Checkers out. The throttle is your winner. A celebration worthy indeed for the throttle Chantel Pottle. She comes away today with a win. Team Battle of the Medal still on top. Robert Warrens going second. Kennison going third. Rafi Hoffer going fourth. Rideout going fifth. Dennis Warren sixth. D Rada seventh. 8 to Nuttleman. Knight to Pratt. And Schuster taking top 10 for that one. Well, Ace fans, that one was a good one there, but we have one last bit of pit stall to go. We'll see you guys in just a little bit. The intro and the first of the Pit Stall Race Series coming at you next.